Hey, everyone. Hi, and welcome to The Real where things get real and we talk about, well, whatever we feel. This is your girl, Shy, here on today, coming at you live. What's up? I know I have not been doing weekly episodes. I know. A lot of stuff is going on, a lot of rebranding, a lot of great stuff. And I mean, that's no excuse because I preach consistency all the time. But hey, this is called Chronicles of a Network Marketer, so I guess I can be vulnerable right now. It is what it is. I can be real. That's what I do. I keep it real. So, in rebranding and just shuffling things around and a lot of things that have happened. And if you are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, any kind of online business, really, there's always some kind of change, adjusting something here, changes to your marketing plan, your execution. So constantly changes are being made. So recently I decided to do some rebranding, learn a little deeper about podcasting, and give you guys some more targeted content. So I'm going to be adding some stuff. I almost slipped and said what, but I'm going to be adding some more targeted stuff, and I'm going to even change the type of guests that I bring on. Now, my guests have been great. I know you guys have really enjoyed the Power Pack series, but I want to do a little more targeted stuff because I think I need to cater a little more to us as network marketers. I need to give us a little more content, and I know it's been great. We've learned a lot from people from various industries, but I'm just doing a little more targeting. That's all I can say for right now. I really don't want to accidentally spill anything, but it's going to be great. Probably even a theme song and everything. But we are going to take this up a notch. All right. So enough of my rants and raves and all of that good stuff. So today I wanted to talk about how to find your enthusiasm or why you've lost it. I wasn't sure which headline because I like both of them, so we're going to put it together. How to find your enthusiasm, why you've lost it. All right, so what I've learned since I have been a network marketer, and like I said, I've been on and off for years. Started all the way in like 2000 and what I think 11. But since I have really started and been doing it seriously now, which should be, I guess, maybe 9 to 10 months or so, and I've been seriously doing it, I have learned a lot about enthusiasm. Here's what I've found. Okay, and this is not just true to me. I know it's probably true to you and to new agents if you have a downline. If you're in affiliate marketing, it's still the same thing when you just learn about the company and the product. And if you're an entrepreneur, when you got that vision and you started this business, that's all you saw. You were so happy, so excited about your products, your services, whatever you were offering, and you were ready to go. You were launching, and it was amazing. The energy, ready to learn marketing and seeking clients. But guess what? I did do a podcast episode on burnout, and burnout is real. You can check that one out, but I'm not really talking about the burnout because it's a little different to what I'm talking about right now. Losing your enthusiasm. What you find is when people are just recruited, okay, and even through the prospecting phase, people are very curious about a company, about a product, about a service. And then when you've been recruited, you're so happy, you're pumped up, you have all this energy, and then boom, after a little while, maybe a few no's, rejections, objections, whatever it is, things did not turn out like you thought it would, or maybe you just kind of are a little bored with the whole system. Like I guess I found myself recently. You're just kind of bored with the whole recruiting and prospecting thing and just talking to people and having to convince people to try something or do something that they already need. Now that can be very annoying. Let's just be real. I say it like it is, and you guys already know I don't care. So it can just have you like going through the motions of marketing, and that is a red line. That is a danger zone, because what you find is you become complacent, especially if you've achieved a certain rank. Then you just figure like, I got residual coming in, so what? And then you don't challenge yourself to be better because you kind of just let your downline do the thing and just depend on them for growth. Wrong. At the end of the day, you have a major role to play, even if you are a leader. And if you have not attained a certain rank, it's still the same thing. You have to keep that fire burning. You have to keep that excitement about what you do. And if you find yourself not loving what you do, then you don't believe in the product anymore. That means that your prospect or prospects are going to sense that your energy is not the same. You're kind of just going through the motions, and also it's not going to push you to close. I know, because I've been there recently where I'm just like, you know what, I'm going to tell you what this is, I'm going to pitch it to you. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. And then you just kind of like whatever. And we all know in network marketing, specifically a lot more than affiliate marketing, you kind of have to close. You have to deal with rejection, objections, and like I say, you could just be going through the motions of, okay, I expect your interest, okay, I tell you about the product, and then that's it. Okay, cool. Whether you want it, if you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't, and that's it. And that could be your attitude. If that is your attitude, you have lost your enthusiasm, that joy that you felt when you just signed up with the company. And like I said, there could be a lot of reasons. Different people, different reasons. Okay. Another main thing, that I realized that people lose their enthusiasm about is going to company events. Okay, so a lot of people go to these company events, and then you get hyped up because you're in the energy in the room, and oh, big family and united, and we're doing this, and yes, 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 and you see all the people who have done it, and you're inspired to make it. If you're a leader, you're there, you're proud, you get an award or whatever. And then you leave the event, and you're super hyped. You know what I mean? You're ready to go. And then again, your enthusiasm dies out. Because when you get out into the real world, the hype is gone, it's worn off, and you're back to the routine of dealing with prospects, of people who listen to answer, don't listen to listen. Very annoying. I also spoke about that recently. And then you deal with just, some mean-spirited people out there as well, and then you deal with all kinds of things. People who are jealous of you, people who hate you for no reason, people who love you, people who like you but still won't buy from you. There's just so many different people that you deal with on a daily basis. And not saying that you don't have good prospecting or you don't have great recruiting sessions or even great conversations just to pique interest. I mean, I guess these are the one or two that you look forward to that keeps you pushing at the end of the day. But let's get real. In any field, no matter what field, not just ours, there's a lot of BS out there. Just say it like it is. There's a lot of stuff that you have to deal with. You think that doctors every single day, like every single patient? I highly doubt it. There are a lot of different personalities out there. For example, with me, when I was choosing a primary care doctor, I wanted to make sure that that person's personality matched mine. Why? Because if I have to see you every year several times, if I have to come into your office and tell you stuff that I really don't want to tell you or anybody, I'm just playing, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, you need this kind of rapport. And it's a similar thing in recruiting and prospecting, whether you believe it, especially if you are going on the agent side of things. A customer is a customer. They use the product, that's fine. At the end of the day, if they have a problem, most of the time, you're just a sales rep. So, and I know you guys hate me to say it like that, but it is what it is. And you kind of just send them off to corporate if they have a problem product-wise, because technically, although we can, and although I do explain products and services a lot and different things to people and tell them how to do that, by right, technically you are not, as an agent, supposed to or an independent contractor or whatever you are called in your organization, you are not supposed to do that. Technically, you're supposed to redirect the customer to corporate. So just keep that tip in mind at the end of the day. So what you really are in control of technically is the agent side of things, the people that you choose to work with on your team. And I know at the end of the day, we all go for no, we all go for just making the commission. But the reality of the situation is, you may get that whatever payout you get per agent, but you have to deal with this person every day. And I promise you, it's better to be picky, because if the personalities do not match, at the end of the day, this person is going to sign up and they're going to leave, and you're going to feel played. You're going to feel annoyed because you would have spent some time and some energy training this person. Okay? for me, I use a system, so I don't always have to be like physically present or talking to a person like on a phone or something to train them. I built a system, but I'm going to share that probably in an upcoming podcast as to how I did what I did. Like I said, new stuff coming, but to really get you guys into the chronicles, I guess I've been just a little distracted and I haven't been able to put too much into this, but that's about to change. I'm going to put a little more. But yeah, at the end of the day, you really have to be picky because you work with this person day in and day out, and some people will drain you, and you cannot expect everyone on your team to be a runner. You have to expect walkers, crawlers, and people who are just going to stand still until they actually care, or they just decide to be an agent and just in case they recruit someone and they really just enjoy the product. So there are different people out there as well, and that can weigh in on your enthusiasm because it can be frustrating as well. Okay, so the other thing that I've realized is as network marketers, we tend to, I don't know why it is that way. Maybe it's because we need that mindset and that energy to really go out and do what we do. But I found that a lot of people who are in network marketing, no matter whether, no matter if it's healthcare, if it's service-based, whether you're doing credit or whatever else there is out there. I know there's like the jewelry stuff and all that stuff. I know because a few people who are like in different things are in my marketing group. So no matter what you're doing, for some reason I find that people who are in network marketing tend to also be in personal development and self-improvement and all of that good stuff. And I guess it's just a universal thing that we kind of have to have our minds like that. What I have found is mindset is everything. Definitely is everything. Now, you find that a lot of people who are in network marketing go to all of these beautiful events. And I'm going to throw out some names here because I think that I can. Because I'm not being offensive. They go to, Russell Brunson's, there's Russell events, and they go to all of these Grant Cardone and all of these different coaching events and life coaching events and all of that good stuff, and they get hyped and they get super excited and they're ready to go and this and that and whatever, and then that's it. And then you have also those that go to all of these marketing events like Ray Higdon and all of these good things, Eric Worre, and they're super hyped and they get all these strategies and they're ready to go. But then what happens? At the very most, I think the average marketer that goes to these events holds on to what they've learned for about, I don't even want to say 90 days. I would say maybe 30 to 60 days at the most, the average. Right below that, I would say maybe 2 weeks. Then the next, highest ratio of people who hold on to it would be about 2 weeks. Some people hold on pretty long, and then they probably need another event to fire them up again. But you find there are a lot of people who it takes them about a week or two, and then they try a strategy and it doesn't work, and that's it. Or they come from the event, they learn all this stuff, they talk about it, and they never implement it or execute it. So you find the enthusiasm from these events have died. So what am I saying, and what is my point? All right, let's go back. So let's go last and first out. Okay, when you go to a marketing event and you learn a strategy and it really speaks to you, resides, whatever the word is, with you, the main thing to do so that you don't lose your enthusiasm is to execute or implement immediately and give it a trial of at least 90 days. Anytime you come from one of these great Ray Higdon events or whatever and you learn content, you take it and you apply it to your business. Okay, that's why in the first place you have to be careful whose events you go to, because you really just don't want to go to someone who's like a fluff talker, and then you waste your money, your time, and then none of the stuff they teach you works. You go to a marketing event, you come back, you execute, you implement. That way you will not lose the hype of what you learn. Okay. If you go to a personal development, self-improvement event, it's a little different. To keep your enthusiasm, you have to do a daily replenish. Okay, so like with me, I always tell you guys I use the 5-step program. That's what I do. I do it every morning. So I have that 15 minutes where I replenish in terms of self-improvement and personal development. Also, I teach it in my lives. On basically every evening, I teach self-improvement and personal development. So I give myself a double dose daily. And sometimes you just feel like reading something. Go for it. So when it comes to self-improvement and personal development, you need a daily replenish. Even if you go to these retreats and all of these things, all of that stuff is wonderful. You go to all of these webinars and these courses and these, all of that stuff is great. But if you're not maintaining your self-improvement and personal development daily, if you're not, really just dealing with all of that on a daily basis, then you're kind of going to lose your enthusiasm, and all of the stuff that you learned in all of these great retreats and whatever is just going to die off, and you're going to find yourself back to day one and needing another retreat for another hype. And I'm not saying you don't need occasional replenishing. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying you're going to find yourself being one of these people who you're just hype up, right? You're hyped at an event, and then that's the end of it. That's not what you want to be. You want a daily continuation. You want what you've learned to grow, and then when you go to the next event, you learn again, you learn something again, and you grow, or you learn it from a different perspective. You want that continual growth. You don't want to start from zero every single time. That's what I'm saying. You want to go 0, 10, 10, 15, 15, 30, and then you go up from there. That's what you want to do. And to do that, it has to be a daily maintenance. Anything to do with the spirit realm or all of that stuff, your mindset, whatever, it is a daily replenish, a daily continuation, a daily walk, a daily practice. Okay, I can't stress this enough. Now, when it comes to losing your enthusiasm with agents you recruit, it's very simple. Very, very simple. Whether you like it or not, if you're in a leadership position in network marketing, you are a constant cheerleader. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to chase people or drag them or beg people to work their business. You are not their boss. They're an independent contractor, which means they own their leg of the business, even if that leg is part of your leg. So you can't force people to do anything, but you are a constant cheerleader. The best way not to lose your enthusiasm is not to take things personal. You're not responsible for that person and the progress of their business. Although it does directly affect you, all you can do is be their cheerleader. Boom. You help them achieve, you keep them motivated, and you keep it going. Unfortunately or fortunately, that's just kind of how it is. Okay, so if you are the agent, you have just been recruited, and you're probably not getting as much recruits as you want or whatever it is, and you've lost your enthusiasm, whether you like it or not, this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you kind of have to find a way to keep your mindset going. Like I said, self-improvement and personal development works. Taking marketing courses over a course of time, certain periods apart, will help you and keep you replenished and keep you going. So you kind of just want to do that. Okay, so your new agent, don't worry, it happens to the best of us, trust me. It takes time. You got to do what you got to do. You got to build your trust, like and trust factor, and that takes some time for people to know who you are and for them to trust you, unless if you're lucky and you strike out from the beginning like some agents do. But if that's not you, don't lose your enthusiasm. Keep it going. Keep learning about the products. Most companies improve on their products at the time, add new products. Keep yourself hyped up. Stay plugged in. Do not get emotional or whatever, and kind of take yourself away or separate yourself from your parent company. Stay plugged in, stay hyped up, and keep loving the product. If you're in a network marketing company, you don't absolutely love the product that you're promoting, whether it be a tangible product or a service, definitely you are in the wrong company. Find a company that you love. You have to believe in and love what you do, because you have to convince other people that they will love it too. Okay, that's why it's called relationship marketing, network marketing. People have to believe it's more peer-to-peer relationship and peer-to-peer selling. Okay, with that said, if you've lost your enthusiasm because you're a leader and you feel I've ranked up, I've made a good rank, I've made a good amount, and I don't really care about becoming the top earner and all of that stuff. I'm just happy where I am. Once I can maintain my rank, that's it. Be careful because you really could lose your rank. Remember, a lot of ranks you are month to month, monthly. You have to meet quotas to maintain that rank, and if you're not working towards it constantly, if you're not enthusiastic about ranking up, and I think it's better to be enthusiastic about going to the next rank and not meeting it than not being enthusiastic and being complacent in where you are and then you lose your rank. Come on. So that's another thing that you need to think about. Yeah, I think I've touched everything and all the reasons why people basically lose their enthusiasm. And if you've lost your enthusiasm because you're just tired of recruiting and prospecting, take a break from it. I've done that several times, and I've had to over the years. You just take a break. You basically replenish. Take some time, learn something new. Take a day or two off, or a week or two, whatever it takes. Replenish. Whether you feel you need a vacation, kudos to you. Or you could just do a marketing course or something, replenish, self-improvement, whatever works for you. But the main thing, guys, is not to lose your enthusiasm. You need it. You need your energy. You need to make people see. You need that radiance to come off of you when people speak to you, that they like you, not just you, but they love who you are, what you represent, and the company you're representing. Alright, so that's all I have for you on that. Now it's my favorite part of this show. Power play. So, I mean, I kind of like did this entire podcast like straight off the top of my head. I kind of didn't even take time like to make notes because I was really passionate about this particular topic, so I didn't want to like write stuff and then I'm too constricted to what I have to say or whatever. I just kind of want to speak from my heart, so I hope you guys felt that and from my experiences and all the good stuff. But today's power play is definitely going to be plug into a self-improvement or personal development routine or system if you have not. What does that mean, Shai? What are you talking about? If you don't have some time, at least 15 minutes a day, where you read some kind of mindset book, or it can be goal setting, I don't care, emotional intelligence, which is what I'm studying right now. I really didn't think emotional intelligence was this awesome. It can be, I don't care, it can be on health. If you don't take at least 15 minutes a day to do that, you are in trouble. If you are in network marketing, affiliate marketing, or any kind of business, really, you need that time to just give yourself some positivity, to replenish your mindset, to give yourself some light in this very dark, draining world that we live and work in. So that is my power play tip. Get plugged into some kind of self-improvement and personal development. You need it. You have to do it. This is a must. This is a mandate. This is a command. You have to do it. Get a book to read. It can be on so many different things. There's so many different things on Amazon. I actually could recommend a few if I can find my list. Let's see. Now the marketing replenish, we'll talk about that maybe next week because I want to be a little more specific when I talk about that. Okay, so apparently I can't find a list of any self-improvement books, but I know The Art of War is a good book on the top of my head. I'm trying to think of what else. Well, see, To Sell is Human is a little more marketing. I know I talk about that book a lot because it really is an awesome book. To give you some of the basics, a lot of strategies and techniques have changed, but the concept of selling the humanity is still the same. Well, Habits for Success by my good friend Brian. Guys, just there's so many of them. I don't know why my brain is like blank right now, but you guys get the drift. You kind of know what line I'm talking in terms of that. If reading books is not for you, get an audio book, get maybe a webinar that you can listen to the replays or listen to periodically. Podcasts, obviously, you guys know I love podcasts. There's so many reasons why, but yeah, basically that's it. That's my power play mood. Did I say move? Power play tip. That's the mode and mood we need to get into. Alright guys, okay, that's it for today. Hope to see you again soon. Bye. See you next time.